This is the spaceship house in Pensacola, Florida. For the history on where this weird house came from and what it is, stay tuned after the video of this cool house for a full description of it. The Pensacola Beach Futuro was built in 1966 and sits atop a lower structure made of concrete block. A 50-foot walkway leads up to the Futuro and a surrounding patio. This Futuro house, dubbed the UFO House, or Spaceship House, has withstood many hurricanes since it was erected in the 1960s, which is appropriate since the portable space-age structure was originally conceived as a ski cabin. The experimental design was soon hyped as the home of the future, but only less than 100 were ever built, and around 60 still remain scattered across the globe. This is one of the better maintained ones still out there. Spaceship-shaped Futuro homes were designed at a time when the world was fascinated with space and science fiction. The distinctive disc shape has led many to refer to them as spaceship houses. But the oddly shaped structures initially had a very earthly purpose. Finnish designer Matti Sujuronen developed them in 1968 as a portable ski chalet. Of the 100 or so that were manufactured between 1968-78, only about 60 survive in the world. According to the book, Home Delivery: Fabricating the Modern Dwelling, at least 7 can be found in the southern U.S. If the space-age craze of the 1960s and 1970s has an architectural icon, it would undoubtedly be Matti Sujuronen's Futuro house, a work as famous for its otherworldly appearance as for its cult following. While the house has come to typify the short-lived architectural movement linked largely with the aesthetics of science fiction, its form belies its significance as an early investigation of the role plastics could play in prefabricated housing. Entry to the homes was gained through a hatch-style door. The flattened dome was 26 feet in circumference and 11 feet high in the center. The homes were made of fiberglass reinforced polyester plastic and were made in panels so they could be easily transported. They sold for between $12,000 and $18,000. The demise of Futuro had two main causes. Some U.S. cities banned them from residential districts because of their strange appearance, and the gas crisis of the 1970s made plastics more expensive. This particular Futuro arrived on Panfario Drive prior to 1971. This Futuro was originally owned by One Drive William R. Rundles, who was the franchise dealer for Futuro homes in Northeast Florida. The reasons for the Futuro being mounted atop another structure indicated that local authority requirements dictated that the Futuro be tied to another structure. The contractor responsible for bolting and then sealing together the two halves of the Futuro and then raising the unit by crane to its current position described the block foundation as sort of family room and extra sleeping space. In this case we had to meet space requirements of the Santa Rosa Island Authority, but in some areas they are putting the vacation houses directly on the ground. Dr. Rundles adds,
"It's true that you have to have 900 square feet of living space, but we really wanted to put this up where it would be shown off to best advantage and where we would have a view of the Gulf and the Sound."
If you want to see this miracle of architecture from the past for yourself, it is located off Via de Luna Drive in Pensacola Beach at 1304 Panfario Drive. You won't regret the trip. It truly is a marvel to look at. Just watch out for the aliens that might be nearby.
The Futuro House, also known as the UFO House, is an iconic, egg-shaped, experimental house designed by Finnish architect Matti Sujuronen in the late 1960s. Sujuronen was commissioned by a childhood friend to design a cabin on a ski slope in 1968 that could accommodate 8 people and be used for weekend stays. The cabin needed to be easy to construct in rough terrain, quick to heat, and able to withstand all weather conditions. Sujuronen's design was a modular, prefabricated pod made of 16 fiberglass segments bolted together and supported by a steel frame and concrete piers. The curved shape prevented snow from settling and the house was raised off the ground on adjustable legs. The interior was fully equipped with modern amenities, including a kitchen, bathroom, bedrooms, and central table. The Futuro house was a product of post-war Finland and reflected the period's faith in technology, economic growth, and leisure time. It was designed to be mass-produced and airlifted to any location by helicopter, making it universally transportable and suitable for almost any environment. By 1971, a new Futuro house shell cost $12,500, while a fully furnished model with 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms cost $23,400. However, the Futuro house was taken off the market by the mid-1970s and fewer than 100 were ever built. As of 2016, it was estimated that around 60 Futuro houses still existed.
If you want to buy or sell a spaceship home or any other home, don't do it alone. Call Mike 97288041105. He's an out-of-this-world realtor.